where can they go find a shipwreck and dive on it, assuming that they don't take anything off of it?
Yeah, exactly. And that's my only suggestion. I mean, in Florida, you can dive anywhere and you're allowed to dive even on a shipwreck. It's just you're not allowed to take anything from it. And that's, again, to preserve it and to leave something behind for future researchers and the future public to enjoy. So, I mean, if you're off the coast, the East Coast, and you're diving, it's fine to be around shipwrecks, but obviously don't take anything from it. And we use the Panhandle Shipwreck Trail as an example. So most of those were sunk as artificial reefs. And people recognize that, well, if I take something, someone else might take something. And then there's like this process of everyone takes something and there's nothing left and it's not fun to dive anymore. Like it's cooler to see, for me, at least in my opinion, it's cooler to see a porthole with intact glass than something that's been like ripped away, But yeah, I mean, you can dive anywhere. It's just better to leave things intact for sure.
And you mentioned the Panhandle Shipwreck Trail. Is that one that you've been able to dive on? And then if so, do you have any favorite wrecks?
Yeah. My office helps to manage the Panhandle Shipwreck Trail. And there are 12 wrecks. We were supposed to do like an expansion to add 8 more in 2020, but we kind of couldn't get out there. But yeah. I've been on a few of them. I dove on a Oriskany, which was the aircraft carrier from World War II, I think. And it was huge, but it's very deep. So we only really got to hang out on the upper structure, which was like beginning at 80 feet and down to like 140 feet. So, but I mean, the size of that aircraft carrier, it was unreal. So I think that might be my favorite. But I was on a couple of others, a tugboat and there was a minesweeper that we got to dive on as well. Because we were collecting updated footage basically of these wrecks so we could put them on the website so that other people who maybe don't dive can actually get to experience this stuff as well. So yeah, I would highly suggest Miss Louise off Destin. That one's a pretty nice one. I think it's like 30 feet deep and it's a little tugboat, but there was a resident sea turtle and everything. So it was awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
A lot of structure. Yeah.
And so to get on those wrecks, is this something that people can do from the shore, or they have to, chart a dive boat? And then how
you'd have
do
to charter. Okay. Yeah, definitely. You'd have to charter. But there are so many participating dive shops. I mean, you're in Pensacola, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, there are plenty of dive shops, and even in Destin and Panama City is another place where you can access some of these wrecks. Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
The Oriskany, I was able to dive that a few years ago.
Cool.
And, maybe like a month or two later, there was like a diver was on it, and they had a GoPro camera, and they actually recorded a whale shark.
Are you serious?
Yeah. This was maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, and it made the rounds online. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I missed it by that much,
Wow.
Speaking
there's
of
a shipwreck. That's
there we
happening.
Let's check.
Look at that.
Let's check it out. Yeah, let's see what's going on here.
Okay. Looks like it was definitely beat up by a cannon, I'm guessing. My goodness. Jeez. Is it resting on the bottom at all? Not at all. It's still, wow. That's pretty cool.
And so this is probably exactly what shipwrecks that you found look like, right?
Whole thing, yeah.
Exactly.
Normally by the time I get to them, they're pretty beat up, like snapped in half.
Yeah.
Like this one, if there was enough, I don't know what that was, pressure, then it might snap in half and then sink. So one of the minesweeper, that I think it was the strength, it snapped in half.
Oh wow.
But makes for a cooler dive because you can kind of like look into it.
And it looks like Tristan has taken an artifact from the
oh my gosh. Tristan, I just said.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God.
Tristan apparently does not listen. Don't worry.
Bat in 1,000 here.
I'll lock him in the brig later.